Hey, it's Dale and
Eric?
yeah, that guy. And we present you what we're gonna call this? Super Co-op Souls.
I guess you
Part
named
2.
it, not me.
Right, so basically in the last video, we did a lot of rounding up on my side. We took on the Taurus Demon, got up to the Parish, and that was about it. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go down to face the Gargoyles here. Although I think I might actually be upgrading my weapon as well to get a +5 for you. Grass Crush Shield OP.
It are too good.
No. Hello, it's a shield, you don't use the R2, Eric. Hello.
I said R, not R2.
R2 good. Yeah.
Dale?
What's up?
Do you like your testicles?
No, I don't need
I
them.
can forcefully remove them if that's something you wish. And right now I'm pretty convinced that's what you want. So just keep going and we'll have our answer.
Hell yeah. Now, as you saw right there, one of the reasons why the Reinforced Club is so good, it staggers enemies really easily. Every 3 hits on that Knight of Berenique is a stagger, and I think it's 4 hits on the Gargoyles, and it's a guaranteed stagger.
And as you can see, Dale's shoving his big spiky club up people's butts. And he's quite enjoying his activities at the moment.
Riposte is best post. Hey, and the Hollow Soldier Shield, as bad as it might be, is one of my favorite shields design-wise from Dark Souls 1.
The design is pretty cool. I like the redesign that makes it the Hyrulean shield. Hylian?
Hylian.
Yeah, Hylian. I didn't play enough Legend of Zelda as a kid. I only played,
Hylian Shield, okay.
I only played 3 of the games. 4, technically. I played Ocarina of Time with my cousins. I played the 2 Game Boy games, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. And then I played Majora's Mask in, what, 3rd, 4th grade? Somewhere around there, I think? I don't know.
You know, you have 2 different kinds of people. You have the Legend of Zelda players who say Ocarina,
Don't get yourself.
and you have the Legend of Zelda players who say Ocarina. It's Ocarina. Ocarina of Time.
I could kill you. That's what I can do.
You could.
Yeah.
So here, like I said, we're just using our souls to buy and reinforce our club.
Because what else are you going to use the souls for?
Yeah, exactly. Like, the only thing that we're really going to be using souls here for is upgrades and upgrades. No,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. So we'll be upgrading our weapon. We're gonna, well, at least I'm gonna be going probably a fire or chaos reinforced club, and then maybe, I don't know, lightning hand axe. We'll see, and then Eric here is gonna do whatever he wants.
Yeah, probably the same thing. Having never done a level 1 run before, I'm kind of leaving myself up to Dale's judgment here, because he knows more about challenge runs than I do. However, I've gotten very proficient at just going through the game, kind of with whatever given character I'm using. Whereas Dale's good at that, but he's also more experienced in the Souls games as a whole, so you know, I take his advice into high consideration when it comes to doing challenge runs, because, well, A, I don't know anybody else that plays Dark Souls very much, but B, you know, because Dale's definitely done this stuff before. So that kind of helps.
So here we are. We're going to be doing the Gargoyles. Eric already took out all these enemies for me because I want to stay in my tier stone range, so I do the most amount of damage possible. For those of you who don't know, when you're at 20% health or lower, with the red tier stone ring equipped, you'll be able to do 50% more damage.
Which amounts to a lot more than it sounds like.
Incomparable, really.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And there's me all hooded up. I'm a hood rat, I guess.
You hood rat, you.
Yeah. I mean, I do look like a bit of a rat with that matted, disgusting torn outfit going on there.
True.
And right about here is where No, I don't taunt till we win, I think.
See, and now this is weird, because the Gargoyles have 2 intro attacks. One they'll have where they come down and fly at you, do an overhead smash with the halberd, and as you can see they're actually staggered him with the fireball. They'll do an overhead smash with the halberd, which is really easy to roll like right under
I
them.
much prefer that.
Yeah, and like you can easily go and get their tail after that. And I thought the fire was gonna get me.
Yeah, right.
And like one hit, I'm gone.
Also, I'd like to laugh at the fact that we basically killed the first gargoyle before the second one even was able to fully descend.
Yep. Yep.
I find that just hilarious. Just look at that.
And it's gone. I do like how you're able to do extra damage though after the health bar is already depleted.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yep. Oh, it was yours that I taunted on when we got summoned because I didn't stand there and just spread my arms and be like, what? Come
what
at
is
me,
it?
bitch. What? What do you want? You're dead. Time to knock them bells, baby.
Yeah, seriously. I like the idea of having to ring the 2 bells. I like being able to... I like the fact that you're able to go see Quaylag first if you choose the Master Key. I like that that's an option. And totally doable.
Yeah, I do like that as well. The only thing I don't like is, how the fuck does anybody hear the bells if they're
If they're underground?
Ground? Like, who thought that through? Like, if it rang a bell that was much higher up, that while the lever for it was underground, but the actual bell, the tower for it was much higher, that I think would make more sense. But as those of you who know, that's not the case.
It's kind of weird. So here I'm trying to dupe the Homeward Bones because I don't want to use one. I'm attacking, I'm using the item, going into the menu, using Estus. Don't have to use the expendable item there.
You fucking cheater, you.
Yeah, I'm a cheater. I cheated hardcore during this playthrough.
He cheated on me too.
Indeed. Indeed
I
did.
He's played with the Dark Souls players.
Indeed I have.
I thought we were exclusive. I was lied to. I was duped.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. You give me cancer.
I love it. It's always satisfying getting the backstab. Okay. Or getting the backstab on the crossbowman there.
I don't find it that satisfying at all because it's so fucking easy. If there's any character you can ever get a backstab on in this game, it's that guy.
What? Where the fuck was I going?
I don't know, but apparently we're trying to get the Balder Knights to come over for a sexy little threesome.
Boom. I hate this Balder Knight. The ones with the bucklers are able to parry you.
Yeah, and I hate that shit.
And riposte. And it's just like, dear God, I had a full health bar. Now I've got nothing. Doesn't hate physics though.
Yeah.
And again, the Balder Knight shield is one of my favorite shields design-wise.
I do find it funny how the Havoc physics engine, it's kind of a middleware meant to be like, it's software that's meant to be imported into a game engine to give it more realistic physics. I've worked with it a couple times in school, and it's silly. It does ragdoll horribly, but it does clothing and cloth hilariously well.
Alright, so guys,
yeah, stick your club up that board's ass.
Do as I say, don't do as I do. Don't do this. This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea.
Splat.
I just wanted to get the backstab.
They got fucking shredded.
Shredded. That dwarf kind of looks like it has Shredder's armor or something.
Yeah, so you got your butt fucked hard.
So this time I'm going off to the left. I'm taking the safe route. Who the fuck does that?
Fucking noob. And we're watching Dale do his surprise butt sex. As he likes to do.
Very.
Something I wake up to pretty frequently. It's
accurate.
I mean, it's not pleasant, but it's not unpleasant. You feel me?
Literally.
The way you said that was so regal. So like you meant to say something more sophisticated, like, quite, yes. Just have a teacup and a cigar and a monocle.
Indubitably.
And a fancy handlebar mustache or something.
Gotta have that dapper as fuck top hat.
Right? Curly cues and shit. Yeah, just your stock manager just sitting in a fancy back room somewhere, just talking to his associates about trade deals and shit over in the Far East.
So, as I'm pretty sure I said last episode, I pulled a dumb. I never saw the dragon on the bridge in the Undead Burg. Therefore, he'll never show up on this bridge. So, I had no reason to rest at that bonfire. It was just literally just for safety. And if I died down here, then I could go back there. But I could easily just open up the shortcut to the Burg as well, so.
And I think this is about the part where I was whoring myself out for fire bombs.
Yeah.
Suck for a buck is my policy.
Hell yeah.
Cheap and often is how you want to do things. It gets you just about as much profit. It just takes a little more time. And that's okay. It's more time to practice your skills. As you can see, Dale has some skills in riposting right there. So blowjobs are no different. You just got to spend time getting good at them. Only difference is you have to have little subtle tongue movements. Maybe humming is nice.
True. I can confirm. I learned all my tips of the trade from my mother.
Okay, that sounds really fucked up.
Thinking about it now, that's awkward.
That might be too far. That might be too far. Holy shit, you motherfucker. And I mean that,
literally?
I was gonna say, yeah, we're going with that context.
Okay, yeah, I can confirm that's never happened.
I don't know, Dale. The way you've been talking tonight, it's really you aren't very convincing with that argument.
Moving forward, out of awkward territory, we are now ready to face the Kappa. Now, we do have the Master Key. We can literally go anywhere. We don't need to take on the Kappa.
But it's just a fun challenge that we wanted to do.
Pretty much.
Kind of a little fuck you to the game, because we're already going in the whole game at level 1. So why not give it, just take that middle finger and, you know,
shove it everywhere. Literally.
Make it, just emphasize it a little bit more, you know? So we're going to take on the Kappa Demon, and I think you just spliced to where I'm ready to either be summoned or... No, we killed your Kappa Demon first, I believe.
Yes, so I'm summoning you, and then we're going through it, because for some reason, like, we could not get it on your end. So we did it from mine, and then I went and did some stuff. Well, I think you were buying more fire bombs or something.
Yeah, no, that was all I was doing, basically. I had nothing to spend souls on, and I wasn't dying, so I was just, again, just whoring out for those fire bombs. It's something I'm unfortunately addicted to. Every whore has their vice.
True.
Aside from being a whore, so, you know, I went and got me them fire bombs, baby. Them a thing. So, yeah, here we're... Oh, you can
yeah, I was just gonna say, so we're coming to save Griggs down here. So when he appears back up in Firelink Shrine, we're able to buy the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring off of him, which increases our sorcery damage, or pyromancy damage, by roughly 22 to 24%.
And I don't think it increases on miracles, does
no,
it? Yeah,
it does
not.
not.
I thought, because on my Sunbro character, I used it, and the difference in damage wasn't there. So yeah, that's something interesting to note, that it will boost pyromancy, even though it's not technically a sorcery or magic. It'll still work there, but not on miracles like the lightning spear. So go figure.
Yep. Although there's what Ring of the Sun's Firstborn.
Yep.
That's specifically. Yeah. And I don't understand how I get hit there. I never understand how I get hit, like, by the doors. But yeah, Ring of the Sun's... Wait.
Ring of the Sun's Firstborn.
Yeah, that one. increases your miracle only damage by roughly, I like the late firebomb.
Yeah, every time I was just a little bit late. Like I'd throw it before your animation, but somehow it would just always happen. It would hit afterward, so it's just a waste of fire bombs.
Hell yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, I believe it boosted it by, again, roughly 22-24%. Basically, here I'm just like saying, are you pumped? Are you ready? Can we do this? Can we actually beat this guy for once? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
No, we didn't yell quite enough. So
True.
we'll have to go another episode where there's just a lot of yelling. Then we'll find it in the next episode.
Now,
You
this
got
is,
lucky.
yeah,
You
this
got
is really
lucky.
nice, because I got both the dogs. If you get both the dogs, this, like, oh my god, Kappa is such a joke.
Yeah, without those dogs, he ain't worth shit.
Well, you did get, like, really punished.
Oh, I got fucked up. Yeah, it was hard.
Now, the main reason why I'm not in tier stone range for this, because it, oh, hello, it would be really time consuming to try to get down to that range. Because Eric was continually and constantly getting hit.
It would be less advantageous.
Yeah,
to
it's
do that.
like essenting for maybe one hit really wouldn't do much.
Yeah,
And I wanted to get the last hit here,
but
I
I'm just too badass.
so I just get that extra
I went-
202
yeah,
damage.
I went for that dick, and lo and behold, I took that dick down with me. 'Cause
Poor Richard.
I
He was
killed-
a fine fellow.
Yep, he loved being in the pants that Capper demon. But I killed the Capper demon, and I went back to my world, but he went back to nothing. He just wanted to see his wife one more time,
Poor guy.
go back to Karen, who was sitting at home baking a nice cherry pie for
Roll.
him. And no, I robbed him of that, so he got quite fucked, literally. And
Literally.
that's okay. As annoying as that boss is, I feel no remorse shoving a spiky old claw up his urethra.
It's kind of sad though that the Capra, or I constantly call him Kappa, the Capra demon is a literal joke later in the game. Because spoiler alert, you see him later on in the game. And what is it? The Demon's Ruins
Demon
after
Ruins.
Quelaag.
Yep, there's a bunch of them. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
Kind of like
the-
the Taurus demons as well. They each take about 2 fireballs, and then they're basically insta-killed if you have an upgraded pyromancy glove.
And it bothers me a lot because the first boss of the game is essentially just a foot soldier in the Demon's Ruins, and then a mid boss of the game, which I think is a little bit more understandable, is again just like a regular foot soldier. And just I don't know, I don't like how they're bosses because in that aspect.
See, I do, because it gives the player a real sense of accomplishment and progress. Because
Oh.
where earlier in the game, like, you know, these guys gave you a lot of trouble, theoretically, hypothetically speaking, they were, you know, they took some real time to take down. They felt huge and daunting and intimidating. Whereas later on, you know, when you're fighting them in droves, they're just like, you're thinking, oh my god, these guys, again, like, they scared the shit out of me before, and now there's like 6 of them? What the fuck do I do? And you kill one, and you're like, oh my god, that was easy.
It's true.
Wow, I'm really powerful now. Awesome! And it gives you that sense of, it's one of those, you know, one of those big rewards that built up after a bunch of little rewards from other battles in the game. So,
Very true. Well, thanks guys for hopping on episode 2. We took care of the Gargoyles and Kappa pretty quickly. Those weren't terrible fights at all.
free as fuck.
Yeah, like seriously, Kappa was probably more trouble than
Oh yeah,
Gargoyles,
yeah,
easily.
'cause Gargoyles, I don't think you took a hit at all.
Oh, no,
From
no.
Gargoyles, and I took no hits on my own, but on I took a hit at the very end on mine, and you didn't take any hits.
because I'm just so boss.
And yeah, fuck you. You got lucky, asshole.
Lucky. Anyways, if you like this video, drop a favorite, drop a comment, let us know what you want to see next, and we'll see you in part 3. Adios, guys.
Not JoJo's Part 3 though. That's different. It's a really cool anime, but you know, not the Part 3 we're talking about. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look, bitch. I will end you.
Bye, guys.